The ugly truth about being
Before I start
attractive.
this video, I just want to give a disclaimer because I get like this topic can seem like a little sensitive or yet insensitive, but this is from my personal experience and what I have been going through. And yeah, so I just want to put out there like I'm not a vain person. I'm aware that I'm attractive, but I also don't. I'm not one of those people who know I'm attractive and like treat people mean or ugly or am like very judgmental towards others. So yeah, let's get into the video. And this is gonna be about the ugly truth about being attractive. From family, dealing with issues with family, dealing with issues with dating, friendships, and even jobs, right? So, growing up, I was always, attractive, at least that's how I saw myself. And my oldest sibling, the oldest girl, I should say, she would always, every time we hang out, she would always like have something to say about like my looks or whatever. Like she would pick me apart. Like, and still to this day, well, I'm not gonna say still to this day because we don't even speak anymore because I got to a point where it was just getting to be like too much. Like every time I'm just going to literally just spend time with my sister, bond with my sister, it's always something, like something about my looks. Oh, your forehead, or oh, you too skinny, you look like a crackhead, this, that, and the third. And it's just like, yo, like I'm tired of it. Like I just want to spend time with my sister. Why does it always have to be a pick me apart session, Like it's not right. And if I was to do it, oh, I'm the bad guy, the center. Not saying I would because that's not in me to do or whatever. But yeah, it's just like, and it's coming from my own sister. Like, what? My own sister is tearing me apart? Like, it doesn't make any sense at all. And so for the longest, I would feel like she was jealous of me, but I would never say it because I don't want to be one of those people who's like, oh, you think everybody's jealous of you, this, that, and the third. No, absolutely, I do not think that. So I think this was like last year or 2 years ago, her own boyfriend comes up to me and goes, oh, like, your sister always trying to be like you. Anytime you wear certain stuff, going out, she feel like she got to do it too. She got to one up you or whatever. And I'm just like, that's weird because I always felt like she was jealous of me. And he goes, yeah, I think she is too. And not only we, not, sorry, excuse me. Not only that is it was confirmed again within the same year by my sister's cousin. Like, oh yeah, she's jealous, and she told me this. She's not even. She thinks that my sister is not only jealous of me, but she's also jealous of my middle sister or whatever. And I'm just like, that is so weird because I never made my sister feel uncomfortable, like nothing. I never judged her based off how she looked. And my sister's not an ugly girl. Like, what? We look different, completely different, yes, but she's not an ugly girl. And I would never have it in my heart to like want to compete with my sister or want what she has. Like, I want to see my sister thrive. I want her to feel good about herself. I want her to feel like she's the ish. Yes, do that, girl. You do it. Like, I'm happy for you. So that's from the family aspect of being the attractive one. Is like you get jealousy from your own siblings, and it's just, I just think that's very strange behavior. Like, it's very weird. Dating. I'm not gonna cry. I almost cried talking about my sister, but I think people think that, oh, if you're unattractive, if you're overweight, that those are the only people who have struggles with dating and finding the right person, this and the third. No, it is extremely, extremely, extremely hard dating while attractive. First of all, the main reason is people only see you as a trophy. Like, they only see what you look like and they don't see the depths of you. Like, they'll only go after you and pursue you, and then once they have you, they just want to bring you around the boys. The only time you see yourself hanging out with them, spending time with them, going out, is when you're surrounded by their people, their family, their friends. And it's so annoying. Like, no quality time, no effort is being put in any further, because you guess what? They already got you. They already show you around to the people like, oh, that's you. Oh, that's you. That's you. Yeah, that's my girl. No, no, I don't want that. You know how degrading that feels? Like, and no, these people, and you think these people are looking at you like, oh my God, like, I wonder, like, what's she into, or like, what kind of person she is. No, they're only looking at your appearance. That's it. That is it. And then another thing is being talked down to. And when they're talking down to you, they're calling you ugly. They're saying, oh, you don't have nothing going for yourself. And then they constantly say, when you bring it up, like, oh, you constantly like being negative towards me, treating me this way, you're treating me badly, basically. And they say, oh, I'm just trying to humble you. You need to be humbled. Well, what made you feel that way? Why do you feel like I need to be humbled? Because my appearance? Like that makes no sense at all. Like, you want to humble me because of how I look. I can't change that. I cannot change that. And why? Like, it's just them projecting their insecurities of being with an attractive person as to why they feel like they need to humble you. I don't need to be humbled. I'm already humbled. Like, it's not in my heart to be like malicious toward others, to be like degrading towards others. That's not in my heart. Like, I didn't get with you because I wanted to feel like I don't wanted you to boost my ego. I don't need you for that. I don't need you for that. I'm very much so a confident person. Like, and no matter how many times you call me ugly, you say this, you say that to demean me, it's not going to work. It is not going to work. It hasn't worked with anybody else in the past, and it will not work now. And another thing is why relationships don't work out is also because they constantly think that you're cheating. Like, in my past relationships, in my current past relationship, I guess you could say, because we're broken up or whatever, constantly the whole going through people's phones, having a guy friend, like, it's not acceptable, it's not allowed. They just want to control you and make you feel like, and they want to feel like you belong to just them and only them, even to the point where they'll start to like take you away from your family, like stuff like that. And just a little quick story time. I was dating this guy probably like 3, 4 years ago, who legit, when I tried to leave him, he legit like took my, because he knew this is how he was going to get me in the basement. He took my laptop, ran downstairs, and at this time I was in college. Like, I need my laptop, it's very important. He took my laptop, ran downstairs in his basement, knowing that I was going to follow behind him. When I tell y'all, this man locked me in his basement. I was locked in his basement, and thank God he had a house phone in his basement. Who used house phone anymore, right? So I didn't even know that it worked, because, you know, again, like I said, who still uses a house phone? It worked, and guess what I did?
911, what's your emergency?
Absolutely. I called the cops, and thank God the cops came, and I was let out the basement. It's just never again. Like, and I feel like I put myself in these situations because I give attention to the wrong people who just, like, I don't know, I just give my attention to the wrong people who actually pursue me, because I feel like more than half the time, as an attractive person, I'm never, I'm rarely ever confronted, you know, I'm just stared at. When I mean stare, like literally that, no exaggeration, I'm just stared at, but they never approach me. And I was speaking to this guy who I explained, because he said, oh, why are you single? You're so attractive, this, and the third. And I get that a lot, like, question about why I'm single, because I'm an attractive woman. And it's just like, it's really hard out here. Like, people don't get that. And he's just like, and I explained to him that what I'm explaining to you guys is that I just get stared at and never approach. And he goes, oh, well, you're an extremely attractive woman. Like, you have beautiful features, natural, you don't wear makeup, this, and the third. So they're afraid to approach you out of rejection, or the simple fact that they think that they can't provide what you would want out of them. And I'm just like, I heard him out. Like, I hear you, but you never know unless you try, right? And it's just like, I don't give up. And to me, I don't give off like bitchy, like mean girl vibe. Like that's not me at all. Like I don't like that. I don't like for women to be mean girls. Like I'm genuinely like a sweetheart, and with me being attractive, I feel like I'm sorry. Ooh, I feel like I constantly have to prove that to people, like that I'm a nice person. I have a gentle heart. Like I'm actually loving and caring. Like you constantly have to prove who you are as an attractive person, and it's a lot. It's a lot, especially if you're someone who feel like you don't have to prove yourself to anybody, but then it's a contradiction because you're constantly out here trying to prove and overcompensate to make other people feel comfortable. All just based, and this is simply based off the way you look. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's just something that like is really like tough for me to deal with. And it's not even like just in dating, like I was explaining before, my family, like it's not just about dating that's hard for attractive people. Like it's every day, day to day. And I feel like these people treat you like this because they feel like the world gives you an advantage because you're attractive. Like it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Half the time people just want to use you because of how you look to gain some type of, self, like, how you say, to gain some type of security. Like I don't know what it is to gain that they feel like they're gaining from it. But yeah, I had some like very effed up experiences and stuff that's still happening. And it's just like it's really lonely. Like it is so lonely being attractive. Like so lonely. And it's like also with dating is like let me calm down. Also with dating is like they create this narrative in their head, this fantasy in their head of you, and they expect you to play that part. They want you to be this attractive woman who also shuts up, who doesn't have a mind of her own, who isn't intelligent, who doesn't discuss like certain topics, like especially politics. And that's what I went to school for, and that's what I'm passionate about or whatever. But it's like soon as I start to open up and talk and we have this debates, it's like I'm seen as less attractive because as an attractive person, you're just supposed to be this ditzy, dumb-minded person. And I'm not about to play ditzy or dumb for nobody. Like, my parents raised me that education, first of all, they're Ethiopian, I'm African. Education is important. Like, who just wants to have a conversation, like a superficial conversation every time? I don't want to. Like, that's not me. And that's what they think, right? You're just supposed to be there, be cute, and shut up. That's what you're supposed to do. Make them look good, make them sound good. So that can boost their ego. So they can feel better about themselves. And half the time, more than half the time, your partner is jealous of you. As an attractive person, your partner is jealous of you. And that sucks because you try to, again, I talked about how I overcompensate as an attractive person. You have to overcompensate. I'll overcompensate for them to feel better, like so they know, like, oh, you're worth it. Like, oh, I'm not just with you for whatever reasons you think I am. Like, I really want to get to know you. I really want to explore the depths of you. Like, I want you to succeed. I want you to feel good about yourself. Like how I feel good about myself, I want you to feel good about yourself. I don't want to demean you. I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to go back and forth. I don't want to constantly prove my worth to you beyond my appearance. I don't want to do that. Like, it's so tough. Like, every day is a fight. Literally every day. I'm a person who, like, craves friendships. Like, I don't want to say I'm desperate for friendship, but I'm human. I need human interaction. I need friends or whatever. And I literally have zero friends. And y'all might think I'm being dramatic, but literally, sorry, it's freezing cold. Literally, I have zero friends. None. Non existent. If I was crazy, I'll have imaginary friends, like, on my fingers. No, but I'm not crazy. People think that I'm stuck up based off of how I look, so they don't approach me or even take the time to get to know me. I don't even have to say a word or open my mouth. And all my life, I have been told by people, oh, when I first met you, and mind you, this is not meeting me like, oh, hi, my name is Jen. What is your name? Blah, 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 blah. This is based off of them seeing me. Oh, I thought you were stuck up, but then I got to know you. Well, why, like, like, why? Because I appear a certain way, why do you think I'm automatically stuck up? Like, it is so annoying, and no one can ever give you a valid reason as to why.
At the end of the day, like, you still didn't like me. You been not like me because you judge women like me. You judged me before you knew me, so
I had a reason. I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason? What was the reason?
And then the way you appear, like, it is so annoying. Like, and I'm the type of person who gives compliments freely, like unsolicited comments. If I see a beautiful female, I'm like, wow, you are so beautiful. Like, yeah, or oh, I like your outfit, girl, this, that, and the third. Nope, there's only been a handful of times that a woman has come up to me and like give me a compliment. Like, no hair-ish behind it, no weird thing behind it. Just, I'm just gonna give you this compliment because this is how I feel. Like, and shout out to those women for real, because you don't know how much that means to me to give, like, just give like a genuine feeling and compliment without it being like malicious, like, it means a lot. And then another thing is, every day, literally, this is no lie, every day, every time I'm going out somewhere, I get the dirtiest looks from women. And I'm sorry to say, but majority of the time, it's other black women who are giving me these dirty looks. Like, I don't know you, I never saw you before today. Like, why are you looking at me like that? Like, what did I do to you? Did I do something to you in the past? Like, in the past life? Because I never seen you before. What did I do? Like, do you know of me? Like, I don't speak to anyone. Like, I'm a very private person, so you can't know of me. Why are you giving me a dirty look for? Why? And I'm a non-confrontational person, so when I get these dirty looks, I just look the other way. Like, I just keep it pushing. I'm not about to fight you because you looked at me dirty. I'm not about to entertain you because you looked at me dirty. No, that's your problem. You're dealing with insecurities. You're essentially being a hater. Like, I'm actually like a dope person. Like, and I give my last to people. Again, overcompensating because I feel bad. Why should I feel bad? Like, why? And a part of me feels bad because I feel like I make people feel uncomfortable. And I would never want somebody to feel uncomfortable because of me, Like, it's not okay. And then it's like, women feel like they always have to be in competition. Like, and this is going back to like how I was saying, like, my sister feeling like she has to compete with me. I don't want to compete with anyone. That's not me. Like, I just want to have a good time, have genuine friendship. I don't want to compete with you. Why am I competing with you? I chose to be your friend. Like, it's weird. If you felt some type of way about me, why even befriend me? Why? Do you think it comes with benefits? Like, what is the purpose of befriending me? Like, and then another thing is like people befriending you with bad intentions because your appearance, thinking that they're about to benefit off of you, and when they don't, they like to put you in like dangerous situations. So for instance, I talked about this briefly about what happened when I met this new girl and we went out to a bar on a previous video, and how we were getting so drunk and I don't know what happened if she sexually assaulted me. I don't know, but I ended up with like mad hickeys, redneck choke marks, and like scrapes and bruises on my neck. So if you want to check that out, it's literally like I didn't tell the whole story, it's just like that short bit of what I was saying. We were at the bar, and this was in, I think this was in Elizabeth or whatever, up north. And men, when I tell you men were like coming back and forth, and I'm not a person who goes out, I'm not a person who likes to be like in large groups, but I gave it a try. We went out or whatever. So I'm not used to, oh, I'm sorry. So I said that to say that I'm not used to what I'm about to tell you that happened. We go out to the bar, people are drinking, we're drinking or whatever. And when I tell you throughout the entire night, I was getting like men coming back and forth, offering me drinks, giving me compliments, wanting to take me away from her, like step away from her or whatever. And I'm the type of person is like, if I come with you somewhere, I'm not gonna ever abandon you. I'm not gonna do that. Like, that's weird behavior to me. So meanwhile, while they're coming up asking me to buy me a drink or whatever, offering me to buy a drink, I'm like, oh, like, this is my friend right here, are you gonna buy her a drink too? She's literally sitting right next to me the whole time they see us dancing with each other, drinking with each other, and you're just gonna come up to me like she doesn't exist. I don't like that. Like, I'm a fair person. I believe in fairness, justice, all that. If you're gonna come up to me, acknowledge my friend, say hi at least, even if you don't find her attractive, whatever. And mind you, this was a beautiful chocolate Haitian woman. Like, she was very pretty in my eyes. And I'm not even dragging it or lying. She was pretty. The entire night, coming back and forth. And I'm just like, each and every one of them, I'm saying, like, oh, I'm with my friend, like, are you gonna buy her a drink too? When I tell you I had so many men, like, turn me down because I said that, they're like, no. I think only one or two said okay and bought us both drinks. But other than that, like, I'm literally showing you, like, I'm here for you, like, I'm your friend, like, I'm not on no weird stuff, like, I'm on your side, basically, whatever. When I tell y'all, she was just, like, being weird to me after that, and stopped talking to me, like, just being very weird after she invited me to her birthday brunch, like, stopped talking to me, and I'm just like, what, like, why would you ever, like, let that affect you? Like, why? If I even, like, stuck my neck out for you, like, why would you do that? It's just so weird, like, I feel like I have lost a lot of, like, job opportunities recently because of my appearance, because I'm an attractive woman. And I wasn't sure about how I felt with discussing this, because some people might say, oh, well, how do you even know it's because of that? Majority of the women I have majority of the jobs I've interviewed for have been women. And each and every time the conversation goes well, one lady even said, oh, wow, you answered that correctly. Nobody has ever even, you'll be surprised of the answers people give me that's completely wrong or whatever. The whole time she spoke to me on Zoom for like an hour, laughing, giggling, this and a third, just to tell me, oh, you don't have the job. Like, what? And then the other girl, like, she gets like very weird when I walk into the interview room. She, like, you can see like her tense up, and I'm just like, what about me? Like, what is it? Like, what is wrong? Like, what? I didn't say that, but in my head, I'm just like, oh, like, I already know where this is gonna go, because anytime I'm interviewed by a woman, it always goes the same way. Oh, it was nice and blah, 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 blah. You don't have the job. Anytime I have an interview with a man, I have always gotten the job. Like, what? And again, I'm not saying that's a good thing, because it's like, are the men just sexualizing me? Is it just because of how I look? And it's just so annoying. But anyway, just to wrap this all up, overall, being attractive, as I said in the beginning, is extremely lonely, and it's getting to a point where it's starting to weigh down on me emotionally, clearly. I wouldn't say that I'm depressed, but it's definitely like, it saddens me a lot. And I don't wish I was anybody else. I don't wish the circumstances like surrounding my appearance were different, because I was raised to love myself and love how I look, and I love how I look. It just sucks that other people can't see me for who I am. And I know that I have to stop trying to get people to see me for who I am instead of seeing me for what they see. But overall, yeah, people just want you when you're attractive, when you're self-destructing. That's when they want you, because then you're insecure. They can mold you to be whoever they want you to be and have full control over you. That is the only time that an attractive person is beneficial to others, is when they're self-destructing. And that's when it's okay. That's when it's okay for them to be your friend. It's okay for them to be your boyfriend, because like I said, they have full control over you. And it's just like, I'm one of those people who I will not allow that to happen to me. So it's just like very hard, and relationships never work out, and I just never have friends. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Bye.
I've been all in my phone, I got options, and I don't wanna tell you the